up, Colliders? Welcome back to another episode of Worlds Collide, reacting to some amazing stuff from TikTok news. You know, we both work in customer service.
Unfortunately.
I wouldn't change it for the world. So, let's see what the most ridiculous thing is that you had to explain to a customer in customer service. What is the most, what are your things? What is the most ridiculous thing you had to do?
Having to explain to people that they can't get certain information over the phone because of security reasons.
Okay.
Like, it should be common knowledge. I can't give you that kind of information over the fucking phone.
For me, it's explaining that Wi-Fi and internet is the same damn thing. And the one that it's very easy if you follow the damn directions and do your self-serve stuff, your own damn self, and stop depending on other people to help you.
Exactly.
Let's see.
What is the most ridiculous thing you have ever had to explain to someone in a customer service?
Oh, I got one for this. So I worked at In-N-Out for about 2 years, and we had a lot of weird customers come in and asking for weird things. But this one lady came in and she asked for a cheeseburger with no cheese. So I was like, okay, so do you mean a hamburger? I was like, no cheese on that. And she said, no, I asked for a cheeseburger, no cheese. So I'm like, okay. So I ring her up for a hamburger so I don't charge her that extra couple cents for the cheeseburger. And I handed her a receipt and she just went off on me saying that's not what she ordered, that she wanted a cheeseburger, no cheese. So I said, okay. I took it back. I rung her up for a cheeseburger and made a note that it was no cheese. And so we had about a 5-10 minute debate about that the difference between a hamburger and a cheeseburger. Well, a couple minutes pass by, she gets her food, and she comes up to me and is very upset that her cheeseburger, no cheese, didn't have cheese on it. So that was fun. Yeah.
That would have been the day I lost my motherfucking job because What the fuck are you talking about?
That escalated quickly.
I want a cheeseburger with no cheese. So you want a hamburger? No, I want a cheese. No, you couldn't pay me enough
I've
to
heard
deal
that
with
happening at like
that type of stupidity.
That actually happens when people know it, like at burger joints. There's people like that. It happens a lot more than people realize.
That is so stupid. This is why I've never worked in fast food.
And this is why when you go to McDonald's, it's always that one car throws up the whole line and it messes up everything because the person making the burgers is just, they're like, yeah.
That's a damn shame.
What is the most ridiculous thing you have ever had to explain to someone?
I had my own house cleaning business, and I'd been cleaning these people's house for almost a year. And at that point, I had been coming every week to clean their house. It was $60. I had been coming every week for 6 months. And they decided that they didn't have to pay me anymore. So the first time that they decided that, they said, oh, so-and-so has the money and we have to go real quick. Our kid's going to be late. It's Boy Scout sign up, whatever night. I said, okay, fine. They're like, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll pay you next week double. I said, okay. Next week comes, they tried to get off with only paying me for one. I said, no, you still owe me for last week too. And she says, oh, well, husband has the money. I said, oh, that's awesome. Well, I'll just sit here. And I sat down on their stairs inside their house. And she goes, what? I said, oh, no, see, I'm not leaving until I get paid. And so then, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. I was like, yeah, no, we're not playing this game. I said, you owe me $60 every week, every time I come clean your house. Payment is due, as we discussed a year ago, at time of service. So the next week comes, and the parents aren't there, and they've left their 25-year-old daughter there. And she's like, yeah, they said they want you to still clean, and I'll take care of it when you're done. I said, okay, so I clean their house. And I get in, and she goes, oh, well, I don't have money. I don't pay you. And I said, we've had this conversation, your parents and I. I was like, you know this conversation. I said, I did the work. I'm demanding payment. And she's like, okay, well, let me call stepdad. So she calls stepdad. Stepdad says, I'm on my way home. I said, inform him. And she goes, oh, you're on your way home? I said, no. Inform him that I am going to sit here and wait. I sat in the yard for 3 hours waiting for him to show up to pay me. And he goes, I don't know why we have to pay you. I said, because I clean your house. He goes, but you've been doing it for a year. I said, I've been coming every week for 6 months. I said, when I agreed to clean your guys' house, I told you payment is due at time of service. And he goes, well, I'll have to talk to the wife. Wife ends up messaging me and says, well, we've decided that since we've been paying you for a year, we're not going to pay you anymore. I said, okay, well, I said, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Have a great day. She goes, no, you're still coming and cleaning. I was like, that's not how this.
Bitch, no the fuck I'm not. Are you fucking serious? The entitlement of it all. Like, you just, oh, I've been paying you this month, so you're still going to clean my house, but I'm not going to pay you.
Right. Oh, no.
Wow. Okay.
Works.
What is the most ridiculous thing you have ever had to explain to someone in a customer service?
That when you get roots after 6 weeks, or this right here, it's not that the color faded off of your roots, your hair grows.
The most ridiculous thing
Well, who
doesn't know that?
Who don't? You know what?
I'm not even gonna ask.
Exactly.
you have ever had to explain to someone in a customer service setting.
I finally left working retail after being in retail from the time I was 17. I just mentally snapped and couldn't take it anymore. So here's a compilation of some of my favorite things I have actually had to say to people in retail. Ma'am, I understand, but I can't take this product because it doesn't physically belong in our store. This is a Target bag and this is a Target receipt and this is a Target product. This is Kohl's. Hey,
What the fuck? I believe her.
I do too.
I believe her.
I do too.
boys, how old are you? 17? Yeah, quit eating the lipstick on display. Quit eating it. Stop putting it in your mouth. Sir, I understand that your wife didn't like the perfume and I'm seeing the receipt and the box and the product, but my problem is why I won't take it is because this perfume bottle is now full of water. It's full of water. The perfume's not even in this any further. I won't. No, I am the manager. No. My mother is an avid shopper at your store and you're telling me that you're not going to allow me, her daughter, to use her credit card even though she's not here. I can get her on the phone to approve these charges. Yes, I am serious.
First off, what cashier is checking cards that say, oh, this is not your card, you can't use it?
I've actually been to some places, and that's only because I noticed when they have an uptick in people basically saying that the charge was fraud, when they have an uptick in that, they start telling their cashiers, check the card and the ID. I've seen it happen. Obviously, I've worked in the situation. So that's when that happens.
But I've never
It's
done it.
not all the time. Because, I've been to several places and it's like, oh, can I see your ID? And I'm like,
Look, at the end of the
somebody
day,
must be doing fraud again.
I've been to
Here you go.
places. I've been to places where they have them like, oh, can we see your ID? And me, I don't carry my wallet with me all the time because usually I'm in the car because tap to pay card
Yeah,
here.
sometimes I don't either.
So can we see your ID? I was like, why would I need my ID? I'm just paying. I'm not getting alcohol. I just want this.
But that's why.
So yeah, and I'll just be like, you know what? Forget it. I'll just go.
You're that person. Just forget
Just forget it, because I don't want to deal with the hassle of going back. Because I'm holding up the line. I don't want to go get my ID. I got to walk all 6 rows down to get. Just forget it. I'll just do it online. And I've been that cashier who's never checked IDs when they tell me because I don't get paid enough to do that. I don't care.
And I will gladly make a part 2. So things people have said to me while I was working retail. Part 2. Ma'am, we have you on camera stealing multiple pieces of merchandise throughout the entire store. I need you to empty your pockets and pull the items out of your pants. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're cold? That's why you put them in your pants. Great. You can hand them back to me and security is going to escort you out of the building. I am the manager. Ma'am, please put a mask on and then please don't let your toddler scratch our cosmetics products. I understand they are an infant, but oh my God, they're eating the primer. They're eating it. Sir, I understand that your son was in baseball and now doesn't want to do baseball, but I cannot accept this mitt back. Our return policy clearly states right here, gently used items only are available for return. This mitt is brown. It was white and it still has grass and dirt in it. I am the manager. I
What is the most ridiculous?
That's the dumbest shit ever. They always want to be like, I want to speak to your manager. Bitch, I am the manager.
Right.
So now what? I'm calling corporate. Here's the phone number. Here's my name. Have a good day.
So you're a good one.
What the fuck?
So you're a good one. I don't. Once they say, "Oh, I'll speak to I am the manager," well, I'm telling them, I like, ma'am. Based off your attitude, I will disconnect. Thank you. Have a great day. I'm not. You don't pay me enough. This is what it is. You don't like it. You can kiss ass and get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Ridiculous thing you have ever had to explain to someone in
I am TikTok famous because I take children's toys, I fill them with water, I give them the slap, and then I throw them down my stairs and laugh hysterically.
the most ridiculous thing you have ever had to explain to someone in a
We're gonna keep going. Because I'm gonna say something. We're gonna get flagged.
customer service setting.
So I was doing self-check at my old Walmart, and it was pretty busy, and I had gotten called for a bunch of different things, and this woman's just, standing over to hers, just really very testily tapping her foot and hemming and hawing, but she was like the last person to call me, so she was the last one I got to, and I get over there, and she's like, this is why I hate using these things, because it's always something, and it always takes forever to get y'all over here. I was like, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. There were a lot of people ahead of you, so what do you need? And she goes, that price is wrong. It is supposed to be $3. And I was like, yeah, it says it's $3 there. She goes, no, right there it says $3.21. And I was like, yes, ma'am, this is Mississippi. We have a 7% sales tax. It's 7 cents on every dollar. So 7 times 3 is $3.21. That's your running total. She goes, oh, well, whatever. It still took too long to get you over here.
Moving along.
So I'll try to go as quick as possible.
Thank you.
We'll see. So I work as a cocktail waitress at a casino, and the first story that I have is that so this guy orders from me, and he's just like, I'll have a Bud Light, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir, we don't carry any Budweiser products, but we do have Coors Light. And he's like, you guys don't carry Coors Light? And I was like, no, sir, I promise you, we carry Coors Light. And he's like, no, you guys don't have Coors Light. And I'm like, sir, I promise you, we have Coors Light. We have Coors Light on draft. We have Coors Light in bottles. We have
How you gonna tell me where I work what we don't serve?
a Coors Banquet, which is like a normal Coors and everything. Like, we have Coors Light. And he's like, no, you guys don't have Coors Light. And I'm like, sir, I promise you we have Coors Light. And so he's like, fine, I guess I'll have a Coors Light. But I'm just excited. Where he's like, oh, we'll just see when you come back and you don't have Coors Light. I fucking bring a Coors Light to this bitch. And he's like, oh, okay. These motherfuckers doesn't explain anything. Number 2, last night's happened.
Honestly, she went back and forth with him way too long.
Way too long. I would have been like, you know what? You're right.
You're right. We ain't got it. So what else you want?
I wouldn't even done that. You know what? Let me go see what we have and walk away and I will come back.
This motherfucker, he's a bitch. He's a bitch when he's drunk. He's a bitch when he's cut off. So casinos, we cut people off a little quickly. Why? Because casinos are like gray area businesses. You gotta be careful. We don't want any problems. No messes. If you're drunk, we cut you off really easily. Gotta be careful. Anyway, this guy, fucking, the bartenders all night have been talking about cutting him off. He orders from me again, and so I go and tell the bartenders, I'm like, hey, the mayonnaise guy, he's ordering mayonnaise, he ordered again from me. And they're like, okay, we'll tell your supervisor. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I go tell my supervisor, and he it was okay, show me where he is. He cuts him off. And this motherfucker who gave me fucking death glare last time I cut him off, well, this time around, I'm taking drinks around. And this bitch is like, thanks for ratting me out, you bitch. And I was like, sir, with that attitude, this is why you get cut off. I'm like, talk to me like that one more time. You're going to have a fun chat with security. So he didn't say shit after that. We'll see if he does next time. There's a lot of things that customers just don't get, like common decency. Like, people touch my hair. It's the funny.
Yeah, she should have stopped at the first story.
Because I'm just like, yo.
Thing is you're not supposed to try to stiff. It's a tattoo.
We're gonna just skip.
So say hi, Alea.
Yeah, she was the last one. Her stories went way too long. I was very engaged in the first one. Punchline, good. She should have ended there.
Phenomenal. But then she was like, I'm gonna make this quick. So here's the backstory. Oh, fuck me.
Don't you hate when they say that they're gonna make it quick and then take forever?
It's like at work. It's like, oh, I have an issue. Like, all right, I'll make this quick. So I have my equipment, okay, and I'm wondering, this is not quick.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I just have a quick question.
So it's like anytime you call in and say, hey, I have a quick question about my account, let me get you to the correct department. Next. But yeah, let's get up out of here.
As always, Colliders, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Let us know some ridiculous things you've had to encounter with stupid ass people in customer service if you work in customer service.
Or stupid ass some coworkers in management.
That too. Love to hear those stories. If you aren't already a Collider, I don't know why you aren't, because subscribing is free, and of course we're coming back with more. Of course, if you want to check out the official JW or myself on our own YouTube channels to see what we're up to, the links will be down in the description. Anything else you want to add?
Catch y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.